up actually, because that as you're talking, I'm picturing, is it harder for today's kids because they're in this social media world?
It's a
Are they
tough.
going to not want to take risks because of because it's all out there?
I
Like,
think, well, this is a whole nother podcast, and Shannon and I talk about it a lot, but the kids are soft.
yeah,
Their mindset's soft,
yeah,
and they're soft because there's so many ways they're doing things that I don't think they're prepared for rejection.
yeah,
And you need to be prepared for rejection, because guess what? No matter what you do in life, you will get you'll go through rejection. And if you don't, that means you found your comfort zone and you're not going to grow. So I worry about the kids nowadays. I really do. We have a little bit of an old school philosophy in the house, but we've adopted some of the current, philosophies. But I'm seeing softer kids, at least from comparing it to when I grew up.
I
Yeah.
mean, even like there's some great Kobe Bryant videos, but there's some great Tom Brady videos where, I mean,
Oh, yeah, yeah.
no, not a loser, but like, what was he, third string quarterback in college?
Yeah.
And, but then you think today, you're like, oh, Tom Brady, I want to be a quarterback. But like that guy went through so much and had a lot of luck. I mean, we talk about where preparation, opportunity meet. I mean, if Drew Bledsoe
Right.
didn't go down, who
Right.
knows if we would have been talking about Tom Brady at all?
Be prepared.
Be prepared.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you're absolutely right. That isn't how crazy how that works,
Well, I told you the story about Wally Pipp, right?
I don't think so. If you did, I don't remember it.
So Wally Pipp was a starter on the Yankees, and he was tired, kind of like how you and I feel today. And he's like, I want to take the day off.
Right.
And a guy by the name of Lou Gehrig took his place that day.
Okay.
Lou Gehrig. And Lou Gehrig
Yeah.
was famous for never missing. I mean, he was the Iron Horse, right? Like he
Wow.
went like consecutive games.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's just there's a lot of luck
Did he play
involved.
more
Like I
than
said,
Cal? Did he play more than Cal Ripken? Was he?
I think Cal broke his record.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
I think he broke his record.
That's
But
Shannon's boy.
what's that?
That's my wife's boy. Shannon
Cal.
loves Cal. Yeah. Shannon's uncle is Cal's dentist.
Oh
So
yes.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah. I'm a Jeter guy, but like Jeter and Cal Ripken are
yeah.
in my opinion pretty similar in that way. Just like everything
They
about them.
show up, man.
They
Yeah.
show up.
They
They
show
show
up
up.
and yeah, they show up and they're prepared. Yeah.
And you're not always going to feel great. And that's what I loved about the Knicks this year. There were a bunch of, not mega superstars, just gritty guys who just wanted to win. And like, they're, and you're right. I mean, these kids, I try to be tough with my kids. I try to talk to them in
Well,
that
it's
way.
not like it's not like being tough on them. It's like
No, not
it's hard.
sugarcoat.
Yeah, and I've been actually talking to my son a little bit more about breathing lately, and I think he's starting to understand the importance of it, because when he's out on the lacrosse field and he misses a shot and he gets frustrated, he'll internalize that and he holds on to that energy too long, which disrupts his breathing, and then his next shot's going to be even worse. Like I want him to reset right away and let it go, let that energy go, because that energy, it kind of surface, you can see it and feel it. But when he resets and breathes, it's just like shooting a gun, probably. Like you need to have your breathing down to get that proper shot. And but he's starting to understand it. He's old enough to kind of get it, before he's kind of like, oh, what are you talking about, Dad? But
No,
yeah,
I meditate with both my kids before their games and
that's
do breathing
fantastic.
exercises
Yeah.
and visualization
Yeah.
exercises. But I'm going to send you a video. Um, it's a Kobe Bryant video, but he talks about the stresses. Like, does he feel stressed when he takes a game-winning shot? I mean, he was famous for hitting a lot of buzzer beater shots,
Right.
and he gave an answer, and you should definitely play this. I play this for my kids all the time, but he's like, look, games are won in practice, right? That's what
Right.
practice is for,
Yeah.
right? So when you go, and we talked about this, like Tiger Woods, when he hits a putt, his brain activity is nothing. Where a guy like
Right.
me must,
Nothing.
if you're trying to hit a putt, your
Mine
brain's
like
going.
water. It's just a flat piece of or flat
But
water. Yeah.
but so Kobe talks about like, all right, you got a game-winning shot, right? One of two things can happen. You're going to take the shot, right? But one of two things can happen. You're either going to hit it and win the game and come back the next day and gonna with a clean slate and do it all over again, or you're gonna miss it and you're gonna come back the next day and do it all over again. So regardless of whether you take that shot, your next step in life is the same. Hit it, you either hit it or you don't. Either way, you're still going to go back the next day and go into practice and try, or and go on with your life.
Right.
So his point was, don't put so much emphasis on a game-winning shot. It's a shot, just like any other shot. You're either going to hit it, go the next day and practice, or you're going to miss it and go the next day and practice just the same.
It's not a bad analogy from what we were talking about earlier. Like you can't internalize losses. You
No,
have to learn from them, but you start internalizing that and really let that rejection, and I'm guilty of it, but we shake it off by using breathing exercise and all that, or exercise or walking away or whatever we do. But if you internalize that and you really take on the power and the I don't know the word I'm looking for, but just all that negative energy, it'll ruin you, And what you got to do is you just got to learn from the no's and the losses. And we're at the point we are so instinctual on where our prospects are and what they need and who needs it, who doesn't. And again, that doesn't happen overnight. That just doesn't happen overnight. Even if you're innately a fantastic salesperson, or you just know business, or you're very business minded, you can't understand that creating a new business overnight. You just don't,
oh,
so
and even the over. I mean, we talked about this too. The overnight success takes 10 years, but like,
yeah.
I, I mean, I feel like we have such an better understanding that anybody who has quick success, like, I mean, and I'm not saying that's not possible. It is,
It's like a lottery ticket in a
but it's
way.
like a
Yeah.
lottery ticket, and
Yeah.
like finding your audience that took years.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just all getting our message right took years, and we're still refining, and we're still, and it just takes time, and that is the biggest one of the biggest things, and